You can use Generative Design in Revit to generate multiple design alternatives based on your objectives. Suppose you want to create a restaurant layout that adheres to physical distancing guidelines. Your goals are to maximize the number of tables and the space between seated patrons while ensuring the financial viability of the restaurant. On the Manage tab, click Create Study. The Create Study dialog lists available study types. These are the samples provided by Autodesk. Using Dynamo, more study types can be added to help solve your organization's unique design problems. In this case, we'll create a stepped grid object placement study using the sample provided to place objects in a room using a stepped or diamond grid. Enter a unique name for the study. The method determines the logic that is used to generate design alternatives or outcomes. In this example, we have specific goals, so we'll use Optimize. The settings in the dialog change based on the method you choose. For each study type, a Dynamo graph defines the inputs available for use as possible goals and constraints. For these inputs, you can use the default variable range or uncheck the box to define a constant value. For some studies, you select elements in the current model as inputs to the design process. These elements must already exist in the model. For this study, select an instance of the table family to be used in the stepped grid layout. Then select the room for the layout. For set goals, select the goals that are important for the study. Indicate whether you want to minimize or maximize each goal. In addition to defining variables and goals, you can set constraints on the outcomes. For generation settings, use the defaults. These settings affect how the optimized algorithm works. Check the Issues section and resolve any issues before starting the study. Click Generate to start the study. The Explore Outcomes dialog opens, showing progress of the study. While it is generating outcomes, you can minimize the window and continue work in Revit or other applications. Check back later to see the outcomes when they are complete. When the study is done, a green check mark displays next to the study name. Outcomes display in the center pane, showing the design alternatives resulting from the study.